trying to think of how to start this off.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Sofa Cinema Podcast. We're here talking about Ant-Man and the Wasp.
It's a show where Nod and I sit on a couch and talk about our feelings.
No, that's the other show. That's
about
the one
movies.
called Therapy.
Come on, man.
Oh. You're right. God.
So
We saw Ant-Man and the Wasp.
a while ago, and we're just now recording because I fucking suck at doing this. Never gonna get that sponsorship.
Lazy assholes.
I'm never gonna be able to sell out.
I mean, you know. So this is Ant-Man and the Wasp. It was like the 20th Marvel movie, and it was kind of a wet fart, in my opinion.
I thought it was enjoyable as like a comedy set apart from the Marvel universe. Like they tied it back in at the end. We'll get to that, but in itself, I thought it was decent. It didn't feel much like a Marvel movie, other than like, because there were no real
Marvel
like
characters in there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So my grievance with it right off the bat is the first movie they established. Just because you shrink down doesn't mean you lose your mass, right?
Yeah.
So how can you shrink down
denser.
a fucking building and carry that around, as well as have like a Rolodex of full cars, like working cars, all in a case, and be able to carry that if it would be the same like density and mass?
Well, I guess
They just
not,
threw that
because
out
he had
the
the
window.
tank in the first movie. He had the little tank keychain, and he carried that around with him. So maybe it's just your density stays the same, but your mass doesn't, because technically you wouldn't be gaining mass. I don't know. You know what? Comic movie magic.
True, but they just threw that like out the window, and for me it was like immediately like, okay, this is what type of movie it's gonna be. Got it. And that's why I found it a little more enjoyable than I thought I would. Plus, I just
didn't like it.
Paul Rudd. That's his name, right? Paul Rudd. Yeah.
He was enjoyable.
He just plays a good like, almost a Deadpool-ish character where he breaks the fourth wall a lot. Like whenever everyone keeps using the word quantum, and he's like, "Did you guys just throw quantum in front of every word to make it sound cool?"
Yeah, it's more smart aleck than fourth wall breaking, but I feel you.
He just has that kind of vibe where everything's almost a joke, and I appreciate that.
You know who I didn't appreciate, though?
Oh boy.
The returning cast of the three friends from the last movie. I did not care for Michael Pena, that
he was
Russian
kind of
guy,
annoying.
and the black guy.
The Russian guy was alright. I didn't mind him.
I just didn't care for them. They had like nothing to do. They were just there.
They caught the mobsters at the end.
Oh, I was so invested in that, you know.
And the Baba Yaga.
I don't know. I just felt like they were just continually just shoehorning them in for comedy, and I just didn't care for
especially since the main character was already kind of like the lead in comedy. Why did you need 3 supporting comedic reliefs? It just didn't work well.
So should we get into like the plot
proper? So, Ant-Man, I can't remember his real name because
Scott Lang.
I'm not really a huge-ish Ant-Man fan. I just like
Scott
the movies.
Lang.
Scott Lang is under house arrest for helping Captain America during the events of
Civil War.
Yeah, Captain America Civil War. I almost called it Avengers Civil War, which would make more sense, but they made it a Captain America movie. So he's under house arrest for helping. Supposedly he got rid of his suit because it was dangerous.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know.
Sure, movie magic. Yeah. So after that, we find out too that Hank Pym and his daughter Hope are also on the run because their technology was seized, I guess, because of the Sokovia Accords, where all the superheroes are like government owned or whatever. Yeah.
That's right.
He
That's
just
what happens next. I forgot. So he was hanging out with his daughter at the beginning, and then
mm,
his daughter leaves, and he's bored in house arrest. So he does a bunch of silly stuff, and then he takes a bath and gets a vision of Hank Pym's wife.
sure,
And
because they're
then,
quantum entangled.
yeah,
Because he went to the quantum realm in the first movie.
once again,
Yeah.
quantum in front of everything and makes it make sense.
It still doesn't make sense. So after that, he contacts them. They Ant-Man sneak him out of his house. They show him the quantum tunnel and like quantum buggy, whatever that they use to go in the quantum realm. And they're like, "Yeah, we need to use your mind to triangulate her position, but we need a part." So they go and get a part from like Walter Goggins. Yeah, Walton Goggins. He's like some
Who's a pretty
southern
good
accent
actor.
guy. Yeah, it turns out he's in Prey. I did not even realize.
Really?
Yeah, he's one of the prisoners in Prey.
Huh.
So I was like, oh, hey, Walter Goggins.
I just know him from the show Justified with Timothy Olyphant.
Ah.
It's a good show.
Is there heffalumps and woozles in there too? Because I got an Oliphant. That was a. So
Anyway.
they try to get the part, and then a ghost lady shows up, and she's like, ooh, and she can phase through stuff because she's quantumly sick or something, and they fight. And is that when they have a chase scene, or is that when they just chase each other?
You know,
Anyways, there's
remember.
action and stuff, and they
no, that's right.
some
She
stuff.
she
I
goes
don't know,
outside
it's-
and basically puts her fist in that Hank Pym's throat, and like takes the building and the part, and then they find out where she went after meeting what's his name?
Oh yeah, they go and see Morpheus.
Yeah,
That's right,
Matrix guy.
Morpheus.
They go and see him figure out how to track the building that she stole, the ghost lady.
Ava.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ava.
sure.
And they go and track it down, try to get it back while she's like in some weird lighthouse thing, trying to not be torn apart quantumly. Which they
And then
never
the
got into how
exposition.
that helps, like how exactly
No,
that thing
I
helps
guess it's
her.
like there's some kind of quantum energy keeping her together? Question mark.
It's just a quantum
And
field.
And then after Morpheus helps them, he reveals himself to be the bad guy, kind of, sort of, because he wants to use Janet's quantum energy. See how quantum's coming up a lot? It makes no sense, and it's stupid. So they're going to basically, the ghost lady's going to go rah with her vampire fangs and suck the quantum energy out of Janet, who
In the quantum realm.
Ant-Man, old Ant-Man and new Ant-Man and the Wasp are trying to get out of the quantum realm.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because apparently Hank Pym fired Ava's dad a long time ago, and he tried to build his own quantum tunnel, and it exploded, and she ran back and got quantum fucked.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and that's how she got her powers, and then turns out the government found her and started using her as a weapon. So Morpheus decides to help her because he doesn't like...
All right, yeah. Continue.
Because he doesn't like Hank Pym, because Hank Pym fired him as well. Because Hank Pym's
Glad
kind
I
of an
snort
asshole.
laughed for that one. God.
I don't remember the character name, man. It's
It
Morpheus.
doesn't matter. It's
Everyone
Morpheus. I
knows
said
him as
Morpheus too. His name is Bill Foster.
Do you have a wiki up?
I do have a wiki up. 'cause I
Oh,
want to know
look at
these
this
names.
guy. Prepared.
It also brought home $162 million. No, that was the budget. Sorry. Wow, it's $250 million on that movie.
What's the
Anyways.
box office mojo?
Did you know that Bill Foster was Goliath, a superhero that goes big using the Pym particle or whatever?
I did not know that. I mean, they talked about it a little bit.
Yeah.
Domestic
Wow.
total as of August 19, 2018, 208 million.
I guess the other 250 million came from overseas budget, but
Probably.
yeah. So they get the
Oh
building
yeah, it
back
made way more
after using some
overseas.
Altoids.
Worldwide,
They
it was
use Altoids
465.
and a bunch of ants come out.
Yeah,
And
he
then,
keeps tiny ants in an Altoid cannon. When he opens it up, they pop out, and
into big ants.
that's how they get everything back. I realize our podcast isn't much of a podcast. It's more of just
It's
us
just
going
talking
through
about the
the
plot.
entire plot of the movie.
And then talking about why we hated it
yeah,
sometimes. Ugh. So what happens? They get the building back, they make the tunnel, they contact her, and then Paul Rudd goes, "Oh, I'm actually Janet. I'm Jane Fonda." No, not Jane Fonda. Michelle Pfeiffer. Actually, shut up. Shut up. Shut your dirty dog mouth. Hold on, let me throw him out of my room. He was asleep.
I'm leaving that in.
Come here.
I'm leaving this in, all of it.
Go bark over there.
I'm leaving all of it in. It's all staying in.
He was asleep. So yeah, Paul Rudd goes, "Oh, I was Janet all along," and I was expecting I was halfway expecting them to kiss, honestly, just because I felt like it was that kind of movie.
Yeah, it almost felt like they were about to, but they were just flirtatious with each other, which is kind of like, that's awkward. It was more awkward than funny.
And then she uses her hacking skills to triangulate her position in the quantum realm.
Because she, after so many years, still remembers exactly how technology, especially advanced technology, more so than what they used to have.
She also she oh god, she also just she does all this math with her abacus, I guess, that she keeps in her backpack. Like, shut up. So yeah, she uses her magical quantum abacus to do advanced mathematics inside of the quantum realm, and then use Scott Lang as a puppet to input these into an advanced computer to triangulate her location.
It's a computer.
And then for some stupid reason, Scott's like, "Hey, bring those design plans for that invested plot we're in where I have a security company." And then Luis
bring
gets
it to the secret place in
screwed.
the woods where people are looking for us, because that's smart.
Where do they get their power from in the woods?
I don't know. Maybe they have
They
like a
plug it into
quantum
a tree.
generator.
Oh, a quantum generator.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a multiple story building, man. Maybe like one level is just a bunch of quantum generators.
Sure. So Luis gets them screwed. There's a whole funny scene where it's like, "Oh, it's true serum. It's not true serum. It's true serum," for like 10 minutes.
It was like funny the first time I saw it, but then the second time I saw it with my brother, I was like, okay, this is kind of dumb. It's going on way too long.
It went on way too long.
Just
for
about
me.
every joke that had what's his name in it.
Luis.
Yeah. That
It went on too
they always
long.
went on too long.
Yeah, I mean, like in the first movie, they had that thing where he tells a story, and that was funny the first time. Then, like by the third time it happens in the movie, I was like, okay, like
They did it once
So they-
in the second movie, didn't they? Where he talks about like where he is, where Scott is, and he thinks
Oh,
he
yeah,
meant
he's like,
mentally, and he goes
where
through
is
like
he?
a
Well,
whole
you
story.
know. Yeah.
Mm.
So I didn't like that.
The more I
So
talk
then-
about it, the more I didn't really like Ant-Man and the Wasp. The more I'm like,
just
oh my
a
god, this whole thing.
bitter person. So after I watched it, I was like, yeah, it was pretty good. And then I was like,
Like, it was a
oh.
good popcorn flick. Like, I just sat there and ate popcorn and turned off my mind for a while. But, like, if you try to go into depth, all around, it's not that great of a movie.
Yeah, like you compare it to like Captain America 2: Winter Soldier. That was like just a solid flick in general. Like with the espionage and double crosses and stuff like that. That was actually like a solid movie. This one's like, haha, I'm Luis. Quantum.
We have to do something because Infinity War came out and now we have nothing.
Yeah. So let's just finish the plot real quick. They get the building. The FBI comes and then they're like, oh yeah, we got you. And then the ghost comes and takes the building back. And then they open the quantum realm. Old Ant-Man goes inside in the little buggy. He's like, "Vroom," and he goes smaller. There's some water bears. And then he gets Michelle Pfeiffer out, and she's like, "Oh, I've changed." And then they come back out, and she uses her X-Men abilities to heal the ghost, and then they all escape. And then Scott goes back to get released from house arrest. And then that's the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then
they win.
halfway through the credits post scene,
there's a wasp the whole time. By the way, she's going. Bzz.
Yeah, it's Scott Lang's girlfriend, who I don't even remember in the first movie, if I'm being completely honest.
She was. She was the one that had the stupid wig.
Yeah, they showed her like with the wig, and I was like, I don't remember her being in this movie at all. I would remember that stupid haircut.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
I didn't. But then the post credits, or the halfway post credits, I guess.
I hate this post credit scene.
They build a smaller version of the quantum tunnel,
or they shrunk the other one down to fit inside of the back of a station wagon.
Either way.
Or no, it's Luis's van. Never mind.
They send Scott into the quantum. Boring the shit out of myself just talking about it. They send Scott into the quantum realm to get healing particles.
For
what are healing
ghost
particles? Friend? We don't know because they don't go into it.
Yeah,
they just say that there, there's quantum particles.
I'm typing on my little keyboard. Ho ho. And I'm so glad that the old Wasp is
goes in, collects the healing particles, and then he asks them to bring them back out. And then he starts freaking out because he thinks they're playing a joke. And then the camera pans out, and da-da-da. It turns out all three of them were killed by Thanos snapping his fingers and turned to dust. So Scott Lang is stuck in the quantum realm now. How is he going to get out?
Probably won't.
I just shrugged.
Probably just leave him in there.
That's how you get rid of a character.
Ugh. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's probably going to have something to do with Captain Marvel. More than likely. The healing particles are somehow going to be used to heal the universe from what happened with Thanos.
I think they're just going to get the glove and snap, but maybe.
If they get the glove was destroyed when he snapped, though.
No, it was there in his little hut.
Yeah, but it was all melted and shit. You can't snap anymore.
It's fine.
Not only that, but who's to say if they snap, it won't just kill off half of the half remaining.
It's not going to kill the other half.
No, it kills off half.
I want everything back. It wasn't designed to kill half. It was designed to do whatever the bearer wants.
But will Captain Marvel be able to use it?
Maybe it'll be Groot. Anyways, I didn't like this movie. Thought it was kind of pointless and boring. I thought a lot of the comedy was shoehorned in. Shot very well.
Yeah, it was
a lot of the reasons I don't like it, I think, has to do with the fact that Edgar Wright was involved heavily in the first one before he was kicked off. So I feel like this one was missing a lot of the elements that made that movie good the first time watching it. So I think that might be part of the reason why I just didn't like it. Because I like Edgar Wright. His movies are pretty good.
What else has he made?
Like, let me Google and give you specific examples. I'm pretty sure he's the one that did a lot of the Shaun of the Dead stuff. Edgar Wright movies. Yeah, Shaun of the Dead, Baby Driver, Ant-Man, Hot Fuzz, Scott Pilgrim.
I knew it sounded familiar, and Baby Driver is why.
Yeah, he's like a cool, wacky movie maker.
I didn't know he made the first one. That'll explain why the second one doesn't really hold up.
He got kicked off halfway through, but you know.
Wow. Why?
I don't know. He's creative differences with Disney.
Just Disney bullshit.
Kicking everyone that makes
Didn't Disney just buy X-Men, though?
Yeah.
Or buy Fox, actually.
They did.
So, we might see X-Men eventually. I just want to see Deadpool and Marvel movies. I was kind of hoping they would do like a zany little crossover. Like Deadpool would just show up for a fight somewhere. and then be
Yeah.
like, "Oh wait, wrong set," and then he'd just walk off.
Those movies don't interest me at all, so I haven't seen them yet.
What?
Mm, yeah.
The
I
second
don't know.
one, some of the jokes fell flat, but the first one, I was like almost crying from laughing.
I should probably watch them. Is it on Netflix?
It should be. At least the first
I'll
one
check.
should be.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be a hat trick if they can pull off integrating the X-Men. Maybe say like, oh, we switched to a different reality after the snap, and now the X-Men are here.
Yeah, Deadpool's on Netflix.
So should we talk about another development in the movie world
Like what?
that tangentially related to Marvel? That
Uh,
crap Venom trailer.
Oh, what? You didn't like the Venom trailer?
No, dude.
I thought it
Looks
looked
terrible.
interesting.
Oh, I'm not in it all.
I thought it looked like it could potentially be good. It looks darker than like the OG Spider-Man Venom, where instead of it just turning the main character like into an emo weirdo.
He's gonna fight another Venom.
I swear to God, if they don't make him do the finger guns while walking down the street like they did
Oh
in
my
Spider-Man, oh,
Eddie
it's
Brock
so
is turned into like a
bad.
babbling idiot though in the trailer. As soon as like the people come for him because they know he has the symbiote in him, he's like, I don't know, and then like he shoots stuff out of his back, and I'm like, okay, this looks kind of dumb.
I mean, wouldn't you be freaking out if people came crashing through your door, wanting to do experiments on you?
I don't know.
Exactly. That's what you would sound like.
No,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
It
thought
just
it was.
it doesn't look good to me.
I'll probably see it. It looks
He's gonna
interesting.
He's gonna.
I like
fight
the
that
voice
other
of Venom.
one. Yeah, it just looks whatever. It's they're Sony's trying to start their own thing, and I just don't care.
I like whoever did the
Spider-Man's
voice of Venom.
gonna have a
was.
cameo, I guess.
I mean, it makes sense. It's the same universe.
Is it though?
I don't know, dude. They're getting weird with their fucking movies. It's so hard to tell anymore.
If they ruin this new Spider-Man for me, I'm gonna be pissed.
I mean, Homecoming was. I didn't really like Homecoming that much.
Oh, I loved Homecoming.
Mm,
I thought it was a great movie. The twist with the Vulture at the end. Peter Parker actually being a child. All of it worked.
like,
for
I
me.
like the actor. I just didn't like the. I don't know. It just felt weird to me. It just didn't feel like that great of a movie.
Like tonally or
Yeah.
I don't know. That seems like classic Spidey to me, but I know a lot of people didn't care for it. I
Like-
enjoyed it because it's
Like, I don't
we
hate it.
got
I just.
Spider-Man
Yeah. I just hope they do better with the next one.
far from home. Ooh.
But they won't be able to because Spider-Man's dead.
Oh,
That's what's gonna
Uh-oh.
suck is they have to either place the new Spider-Man movie, if they're making one, before the events of
no, it's gonna be after.
Infinity War, but that means that there's gonna be at least like 1 to 2, maybe even 3 movies before the next Spider-Man comes out. Because
There's
I
already
doubt
a
they're
Doctor
gonna
Strange
resolve.
2. There's a Spider-Man 2. There's a Black Panther 2. Like
But they're
already
not
in
gonna
production
come
for
out.
post Civil War.
They're not gonna come out until like after Captain Marvel, and then whatever Avengers movie comes out next
That's the
that
point.
fixes it.
This is after Infinity War.
But there's going to be another Avengers movie before that. I'm saying it's going to be
What
a
do you
long
mean?
time before they come out because all those characters
Yeah.
are dead.
No, they're
So
not. They're coming back. All their movies are in pre-production, dude. They're coming back.
How are they coming back though? We don't know. They have to set up the plot of that.
They're gonna win. The Avengers are gonna win the day and get everyone back.
But what
and
I'm
they're
saying
gonna
is there's
win.
going to be like 2 to 3 movies before all those other new movies come out.
Yeah, that's good. They're setting up more universe stuff.
But I want them now.
I'm just saying they're gonna make a bunch of movies. They're coming out.
Hopefully they
So
don't
everyone's coming back.
like fall into the trap of just pumping out movies because they think everyone's gonna watch them, and they just turn out bad.
My thing is they're probably just gonna, ramp down with the MCU and then start incorporating the XCU and tell stories in that universe. Like something happens where everyone gets mutated and they have powers now, and they're gonna deal with that.
I mean, hopefully they. I wouldn't say revamp, but
Soft reboot the whole universe.
yeah, soft reboot the whole
God.
X-Men universe.
Oh yeah, for sure. They have to do that. They can't
The
use
weird
the crap
thing
that we
though
have
is
now.
that Logan was the last movie that Hugh Jackman wanted to play Wolverine in,
Oh yeah, we'll get a new one.
which is gonna kind of suck because I think Hugh Jackman made a good Wolverine.
Oh yeah, quintessential Wolverine. Best part of all the X-Men movies, aside from
Exactly.
Patrick Stewart. I mean, we could have just Halle Berry reprise her role as
Wasn't Logan the first movie we talked about? But that's the last episode.
I don't know. Is it?
Because we ended up talking more about the X-Men universe and how bad the
Oh,
earlier
yeah.
movies were
Oh,
than we
God,
did
they're so
about
bad.
Logan. So we just scrapped that episode.
Did we?
Yeah, I didn't put it up.
Let's recap Logan then. So it was good. We liked it. Everything else is crap.
This is
I'm
almost
glad
more
it's
of a,
dying.
we're about to hit the mark where this is going to be more about just the Marvel X-Men cinematic universe
Well,
than
We
Ant-Man
were
and the
talking about
Wasp.
we were talking about the Marvel universe at large, and we did. And hopes for the future.
Hopefully.
So, anything else you want to say about Ant-Man? I guess.
Not really. Like, it's
I
probably
thought the
already out of
chase scenes
theaters
were-
by now,
were fun.
right?
No, they're still in.
I would say if you're a fan of Ant-Man, go see it in theaters. That way you can get the experience. But if not, just wait till it comes to Netflix. Don't
It's,
waste.
it's probably gonna go to
What,
the
Amazon
Disney
Prime
streaming
first?
Disney streaming service that they're making.
Oh,
But yeah, wait till it comes to
God.
VOD.
Is that why I can't watch any Marvel movies on Amazon?
Yeah, they're.
I mean, you can, but you
they're-
have to pay for them, which is dumb. They should be on
yeah,
Prime.
they're not gonna be on Prime.
Fuck
uh,
you, Disney.
They're making their own thing to put everything on there.
The Disney.
Yeah, I would say wait till VOD. It's worth seeing for the creative fight scenes and chase scenes. I thought those were really cool. The way that they played with shrinking and growing.
That was my favorite part of the first one. Was just like shrinking down, punching someone. It is cool.
it was all right. It just there's some things I don't care for about the movie. Wait till it goes to VOD. It's probably already out of theaters by the time. I don't know. It's probably like in one theater if you're lucky.
One showtime.
Yeah, one showtime. I guess
That's
so.
usually what happens here with like more underrated movies. You get like one theater with 2 showtimes for like a weekend and then it's gone.
Mm.
Actually, I need to see about Black Klansman.
Oh,
I want to go see that.
maybe we'll talk about that in 3 months.
Maybe. Stay tuned and find out. But
We'll talk
until
about the
then,
Spike Lee joint, Black Klansman.
Black Klansman.
Yeah, I don't possess the vocal range to do clicks, so.
Anyway, thanks for listening
yeah.
to the podcast. I'll try to get better about doing these. I just always forget.
I gave you a radio voice opening.
I just always forget, man. I don't know.
We don't
then
have
you
a
hit
set
me
way to
up.
open.
No, not really.
We could talk about Pooh Bear.
I haven't seen it yet, though.
Oh no! Oh, okay.
Maybe I'll go see Black Klansman and Pooh Bear in the same day. That'll be an interesting.
That's a great double feature, dude.
Which one do you see first, though? Do you watch Pooh Bear then ruin it with Black Klansman?
No,
watch
you
Black
go in with
Klansman
Pooh
and
Bear
then
because that
palate
film is
cleanse.
depressing, and then you go in for the Spike Lee joint and pick yourself up.
All right. Got it.
They say you're never supposed to do uppers and downers at the same time, but you know,
We'll find out next time on
we'll
Silver
see if Logan
Cinema.
does an OD.
Bye,
Good night, everyone. Tip your waitresses.